Yo, what's up? This is Lewis, and I need to make this video right now because I just finished reading, or actually listening to, The Biology of Belief by Dr. Bruce Lipton. And this book, it's incredible. It completely blew my mind. And what it basically showed or told was about how we are not victims of our circumstances, but more so victims of our belief systems, which means that we actually have control over our lives. Because if we could control our beliefs and our thought processes, then we can create basically happiness without really changing anything else. And it's like at the very end of the book, he in the audiobook, I always recommend doing audiobooks, by the way, along with the book. Read both of them. Do it a lot faster that way. Anyway, at the very end of the book, he talks about how he basically described the biology, the actual biology, the science behind perception and how cells function and how we create, our belief systems and how they're programmed. And the entire book was incredibly fascinating. And what happened was he uncovered this, and he figured out the biology of belief. But then at the very end of his lectures that he would always give, people would be like, okay, so now you know the mechanism behind the biology, and you understand that our belief systems can create whatever life we want, and we could literally create heaven on earth. And it's like, how do we do that? Because our perceptions basically are a manifestation off of every single thing that's ever happened to us. Like when we were little kids, and you could hear it all the time. If there's a 6-year-old, a 3, 4, 5, 6-year-old kid in the toy store, and he's crying, and he's like, hey, I want this toy. And then the mom or the dad is like, no, you're not going to have that toy. You don't deserve that toy or something. That's going into his subconscious mind. And we are run by our subconscious, okay? We have to realize this, that we are literally run 99% of the time by our subconscious. So if we don't have a positive reinforcement in our subconscious mind, then nothing is going to manifest itself in our lives, okay? That we want. Because let's say we say, oh, I really want this, a couple $100,000 or $1 million, or I really want this super hot, girlfriend or super awesome boyfriend or something like that. If we don't believe it, if we do not believe it ourselves, truly believe it, then it's not going to happen. Or it might happen, but then it'll fall apart. But most likely, it's not even going to happen in the first place if we don't believe it. And so he was talking about how, Dr. Bruce Lipton was talking about how he basically described the mechanisms behind all of this, and then people would ask him, okay, so how do you change it? How do you change your perception? How do you change your beliefs? And he didn't have an answer. He didn't have an answer for a few years, and it really, really frustrated him. And then what happened was he eventually looked, obviously he kept on digging and digging into it, and he found things, like hypnotherapy and emotional freedom technique, EFT, NLP, energy work and stuff like that. And he figured out how to change his life. And what he did was he changed his life, and he changed his belief system. And he became more present in the now. And now he says that he lives a life where it's basically heaven on earth, and he's always happy all the time. And this is parallel to what was in The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle, okay? And it's really just being present. And this is why we need to meditate for real, because it gives you so much happiness. It presents you in the now, okay? So you're not worrying about the future, or wondering about the future and worrying about the past. So basically, I wanted to do this video because I was the same way just a few years ago with my beliefs and everything. And now I honestly feel like I don't really have any limiting beliefs. I've completely crushed them. And how did I do that? There's no doubt in my mind that I'm gonna be a millionaire or multimillionaire by the time I'm in my 30s. Just like Stefan Paleros over there at Project Life Mastery. If you watch his videos 5 years back, he's always doing incantations like, yes, I got this, And I'm always saying, you're awesome. Because you have to imprint it in your mind that you are awesome and you do believe it. But how did I really legit like get in my mind that there's no way, there's no doubt that I'm going to be successful, that I'm going to have an awesome girlfriend, that I'm going to like be able to live my life on my terms and be super happy. And I am super happy. I'm happier than like basically everyone I know. I did that by doing the things that he recommends. He recommends doing, Dr. Bruce Lipton at the end of the book, doing something called emotional freedom technique, or EFT. If you are depressed, if you do not like your life, if you feel like you're a victim, look into EFT and start doing that. I'll put a link in the description about it. For me personally, what I did was I did NLP. I did neuro-linguistic programming. That's why I talk about it a lot. And I literally like went into my belief system and I changed that shit around. And it's like, I don't know. Maybe it's easier for me because look at where I live. But like, for real, it doesn't really, I don't think it really matters, to be honest. And I had to throw that out there. So if you have not read The Biology of Belief, or if you have not listened to it on Audible, get Audible. Seriously, get Audible. One of the limiting beliefs that I had a few years ago was that I didn't want to spend the $10 on a book or $30 a month, $15 a month on Audible. And now I'm spending $15 a month on Audible, plus I buy the hardcover book, plus I usually buy the Audible CD, the actual CD, to give to someone else if I like the book. So I'm spending like so much money on books, and I'm reading them and then taking the knowledge and applying it and learning so much. Like, learn from the people that have done it, you know, and just do it. So that's my message to you, all right? Always know, like, you're awesome. And if you don't feel that way, like, look into these alternative methods, you know, look into these methods to change your belief system, like EFT or hypnotherapy or NLP or whatever. Read The Biology of Belief, read The Power of Now, meditate, eat healthy, drink water, get enough sleep, find something you're passionate about, and go all out with that, all right? You could do it. The age of the internet is now, all right? Like, there's never been a better time in the history of mankind, to do what you want to do and have fun, all right? You're awesome. Stay awesome. I'll talk to you later. Bye.